Edward are. We've had naughtiness and the start of a beach-based drama. Is it just me, or is it hot in here? But what have we learnt on day one in the Big Brother house? The housemates have surpassed Pamela Anderson's high expectations.
These guys are all really great, really nice. No serial killers.
Oh, good. And the housemates seem to be expecting some very challenging tasks.
Give someone enough rope and they'll hang themselves.
Oh, nice. But we've genuinely learnt some fascinating stuff too.
Dolphins are the only other animal on the planet that have sex for fun.
Shut up. Who's the other one?
Every day is a school day. And of course...
I'm not a fucking slag.
Oh, harsh. Oh. Let's meet tonight's panel. He's the king of Celebrity Big Brother, the king of the travellers, and he's travelled his way into our hearts. It's Paddy Duffy. It's a strong, independent woman, one of the most popular housemates never to have won the show. It's Aisling Horgan. And just to confuse you and me, we have another Paddy who's just won a television show. It's Show Me the Funny champion, Patrick Monahan. And winner of this year's inaugural hairy potty-mouthed internet bloke medallion, it's my friend Jamie East. In Borat style, Big Brother's bagged itself for Pamela, and so far she's caused quite a bit of fuss in the bungalow. She gave out a load of bracelets, so delightful, we got ourselves some. Love that. So shiny. Anyway, but only 5 housemates got to attend her VIP party. So that was Heaven, Tom, Tashi, Faye and Louise. So panel, who would you have chosen? We need 5, so 1 each, and I get to pick one. Okay, let's start with you, Paddy. Who would you have taken in?
Where?
To the party.
Mark.
What do you like about Mark?
Mark is the wild one, isn't he? He's the black cat.
He's being a bit weird, though, isn't he? He was a bit odd with Pamela.
Imagine him when you get drunk, what he's going to be.
He can be a bit sleazy.
He thinks he's Joker Squally, doesn't he?
Joker.
He does.
Wow, that's a flattering comparison. So who would you have, Aisling?
I would definitely have Pamela first.
Yeah.
And then I'd have Anton because he's my little pal.
Oh, because you know Anton from we're going to come to that. You know him from way back. Patrick, who would you take?
Well, do you know what? I wouldn't give this to anyone because I'm getting a rash of these. I don't know where you got these
Mine's gone a bit
from.
green. Jamie, Patrick, who you can take?
Jamie, I'll bring him as well.
Me.
Who would I'd take Alicia, Paddy, and I'd take Jamie.
Alicia Dixon.
Alicia.
You can't have her. They have to be in the house.
Irish name.
Uh-oh, it's happening again.
No, that's the Irish way of saying my name.
The Irish way of saying it.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
they're in on it. They know what they're doing, Jamie. I don't. Jamie, who would you take?
I'd take Mark because we've got some unfinished
Mark
business.
again?
Yeah, I'd agree with Paddy.
I'd maybe take Paddy.
Yeah.
He's not paying attention, but I'd take him all the same.
Yeah.
Did she make the right choice, guys, with who she took? What are we thinking? Who should she have taken?
Because at the end of the day, Louise has got loads of chips, and she loves chips.
She loves chips.
Chips, pickled eggs.
She's down the chippy Monday to Friday. She loves it. But she's really pretty. It doesn't look like she eats chips.
Exactly, but you know,
skinny as a
chips
beanpole.
are a staple diet.
Who else? Yeah, have you? Oh, who?
They should have taken in Rebecca. She could have sort of healed that rift that is beginning to develop
Do you
with
think?
Rebecca.
Is Rebecca the calming influence? Really?
No, wouldn't take Rebecca to the post office, and that's coming from a Scouser. She's not. No.
That says it all. Is Pamela a good hostess, do you think?
No, not really.
Yes, she is. Of course she is. How's she not? She is.
Wow. That's quite the argument for. Do you think it felt a bit of an awkward party, though?
She picked the attention seekers, I think. She picked
the
attention
seekers.
She picked the good-looking one.
But she only picked. Why did she only pick one boy?
Gagging for it.
What do you think, Patrick?
Well, there's 14 of them in there. It's hard. Do you know, the thing is, the problem is whoever you choose, you're going to upset one of the others. And all of them, she was saying...
Especially if you say their name wrong.
If you say their name wrong, Aisling, cousins.
Why do you think she only picked one boy and it was Tom? She didn't pick any of the sort of like masculine men.
Female man.
Because Tom looks like your nephew. You know, he's wearing shorts that you'd normally like.
No, he looks like your nephew.
He looks like
he don't look like my nephew.
Okay.
He's got the same hair as me. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm seeing a resemblance now. Yeah.
That's the only similarity.
With Heaven safe, Who do we think is going to be up for nomination next week? Rebecca. Why Rebecca?
I just don't think she's likeable at all, and she's just doing all. You
She's
don't
got a
take
good
someone into the
story.
toilet and ask them about
Yeah, she's taking men into toilets and saying that she like wheezes on them.
Yeah.
She's been
She said
offered.
she found it hard. She got stage fright.
Gary, Mark, Gary.
Oh, why?
Definitely, Gary's what he's all about. He's himself. He's the only one in there being
Who's
himself.
Gary? Who's Gary? He's out of there because none of us know who it is. Gary, you're out of there. I have to say, a real highlight of tonight's show, apart from that, was Mark.
Gary out!
Gary out! Gary out! Was Mark and Rebecca's chat in the egg-shaped bath. By the way, there is an egg-shaped bath. Did you hear that? There is.
Do you not think that's quite cool? Because like what you're doing is, although you're working at Spearmint Rhino, which is pretty cool, like because you volunteer, you go, yeah, but I help underprivileged kids.
Yeah, I do feel like a bit like Robin Hood, but the things I have to go through doing that job is horrible.
But think of Robin Hood. I mean, he had to like fight the sheriff of Nottingham.
Jay is a big personality in the house, as well as Gary, obviously, who was, I mean, he's made a big impression on me.
Gary had to go.
Do we
Gary
like Jay so far?
No.
Oh, all right, no?
No, I just don't like him. I think he's a Geordie Shore reject.
Oh, okay, there's been a rumour. What do you think up front? What about Jay?
He makes me feel a bit sick.
Oh, so sitting on the fence then? Why does he make you a bit sick?
I think it was yesterday when he said, I like to ride the livers out for girls.
Oh, that is biologically impossible. Jamie, you've met him.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well,
Sorry, I'm pointing. So.
Believe it or not, how he's been in the house is a billion times calmer than he was when I interviewed him yesterday.
Wow.
99% of everything he said was completely unbroadcastable. Riding the livers out.
Which is great. Great for this show.
That's like a chat-up line.
So do you think he's going to let loose? Is he just being calm for now?
I think he's been a bit overwhelmed by the whole thing because he was really gobby in the interview and he was kind of really confident and he was like, check my cock out kind of stuff. Genuinely.
We've already dropped the C-bomb.
I made my
That's what I love
excuses.
about Big Brother. It grabs them by the balls and shows them who the man is.
He would have done that if I'd have
Ashley's
asked
little
him.
face is like, grab a mother ball.
Man.
Do you think that he's going to do well, though? Because he's quite, I'm not going to say misogynistic, but he could maybe be a bit of a player, could be a bit of a...
I think if he keeps it reined in, he'll be okay. But
What reined in, yeah.
Just his kind of slightly... I can't even say the words that want to come out of my mouth, Alice.
The problem is... The problem with Jay is that he's got no eyebrows. How can you trust a bro who's got no facial hair whatsoever? I mean, how hard is
They're there
that?
for a reason, aren't
Do
they?
you know what?
That's evolution.
Do you know what the thing is?
So that's our panel's thoughts. What are yours? Well, if you've got something to say, why don't you share it with the group? The details are on your screen now, around the area that Emma's nunny usually is. After the break, yeah, you can laugh. It's all right to laugh. She's not here, but it's okay. After the break, Lauren Harries and Pete Burns, they're best friends now. We made that happen. You're welcome. And we let them loose on last night's red carpet. Unmissable. Welcome back to Bit on the Side, where reality show meets beach-based drama for a limited period only. So last night, Brian herded a load of sexy people into the house like some kind of unholy, perverted shepherd. It was disgusting. We sent some friends of ours up the hill to glare at them.
Slob! This is his big night and he looks like he's had a bomb raid in Gap.
He looks absolutely awful.
Shocking.
In you go, it's gone.
I wouldn't wear that to mop the floor.
What is she wearing? Slacks. Tarty.
Scrubber! I'd like to see the other 14 outfits she turned down in favour of that one. He's doing the I've got big balls walk.
He's a sexist pig, but he doesn't look bad.
What a prick! Oh, go in, mother.
Love it, love it, love it. Wonderful.
It's amazing what you can do with 2.5 meters of cheap cotton.
Now you don't like a fake tan, fake hair, fake nails.
So say this, girlfriend, but her hair ain't real. looks like something from a second-hand shop.
I vouch for that one, Pete.
What a grand entrance.
No. He looks like a rapper.
Oh, Aiden.
She could have bought that in a cheap shop. Nothing special at all.
Actually, I think she looks the best so far. Gorgeous hair, and that's just on her legs.
Wow. Wowzers. Watch your backs, Fern Cotton and Holly Willoughby. You have got competition. Well, of course, it's very early days in the house. The future is anyone's guess, but not if you can tap into the latent power of veg. Please welcome Jemima Packington. Jemima, you are a vision in green. What have you come as?
I'm the world's only asparamancer.
Of course. And now I'm no idiot. I know what an asparamancer is, but for those idiots watching, aka over there, what is? Only joking. What does that mean?
I use asparagus to make predictions.
Okay, into the future.
Oh yes.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're quite particular about what spears you use.
Yes.
No Britney's for you. What have you got there?
Well, I normally like English asparagus or British asparagus, but unfortunately it's not in season. So this is imported.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which means slightly less accuracy.
We're seeing less accuracy, guys. Less accuracy.
Only touch.
Okay, only a touch. So how does it actually work? What do you feel when you're going through this process?
I would normally ask whoever wants a reading to take the asparagus spears to release them.
Do they have to fondle the asparagus? That's quite important.
Well, pass on the vibes, basically.
Pass on the vibes, obviously.
And then from the way they cast them, or the way they sort of gently place them.
And what age did you realise you had this gift? Or, I'm saying gift, is it a hindrance? Maybe sometimes you just want to eat asparagus and you're seeing into the future. You're just like, I just want some dinner.
No, is it
a curse?
No, I don't think it's a curse. I do think it's a gift, but about 8.
8 years old?
Yes.
Look at you eating asparagus at 8.
Yeah.
Gosh, love that. So what we're going to do today is you're going to make some predictions about the housemates.
Yes.
And what's going to happen.
Yes.
So shall we get started?
Yes.
So what's the first step?
Well, as you've been in the house,
yes,
and
I have.
you've picked up the vibes, would you like to take
I'm
the
full
first...
of the vibes. I'm full of the vibes.
Would you like to take the first
Okay, just a handful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
It feels imported, I have to say.
And then when you're ready, release those spears.
Okay, from a height or just how I'm feeling?
How are you feeling?
Oh. Okay, so I'm no expert, but I think we know what we're seeing here. Yeah, that's clear to me.
Really?
Yeah, but I'll let you go ahead. I mean, if you think you know what's going on.
Well, from this, I can see that there's going to be troubles ahead.
Right. It's a troublesome asparagus lay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
For several of the ladies here.
Okay. How are we working that out? Is it?
Well, you've got lots going on. You've got lots of crossing going on, like cross
For me,
swords.
that's an asparagus epicentre. I don't know if you're seeing
absolutely. And they're all pointing towards. We've got Tashi.
Yeah.
We've got Louise, Heaven,
Could that mean, is that giving us anything about who's going to win?
Not necessarily. If you look at what's going on here, and there's one very nice straight one there.
There is a nice straight one.
Arden.
Arden, you think? Arden.
Yes,
so who's first out, does this suggest?
Who's first out? It's obviously going to be...
Do we need to do it again to work that out?
Well...
What does this do?
Well, that ruins it completely.
Oh,
we have to
right,
start
okay.
again.
That's empirically ruined.
So we can start all over again.
I forgot about the scientific conditions. I'm sorry. Okay, let's try again. Could you eat this afterwards, or would that be weird?
No.
Even after I've touched quite a lot of it. I mean,
no, you can wash.
Okay, okay. I think you should do it because you are the expert, and we have a spear down. There's a little remnant there.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
A few tears there.
Oh,
few tears, Maisie and Mark. Few tears.
Asparagus
few
tears.
tears.
Okay, go. Release the spears. Okay. Oh wow. There is trouble ahead. Yes. Okay. What does this bit mean? What does this Louise area mean?
I stand by the fact that Louise is going to cause a few ructions.
Yeah. Who's first out? Do we think?
Who's first out? I don't think it's going to be Rebecca, although I know that
she's
our friends over there.
Lover. We know that.
I see Maisie. There are tears there. It's pointing to Maisie. I think Maisie will be first out.
You think Maisie's first out?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. From this reading, who looks like they're going to be most successful post Big Brother?
Aaron.
Aaron. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I picked up on too.
Aaron.
Yeah.
I think he's yeah.
And I think we need one more throw to work out who's going to get on best with Tammy Anderson.
Yes.
Okay, should we do half each or is that just ridiculous?
It is a bit ridiculous.
Okay, fair enough. Tell it to me straight.
So
That's fine.
We'll move that broken one.
Okay. So I'll let you do it as
Right.
my readings have not been quite as accurate as yours so far.
There we are. And
Okay, so this is for...
There's a nice broken one.
What does the broken one mean?
Oh, trouble. Real trouble.
Real trouble.
Real
For
trouble.
dinner especially.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, we're feeling it in the room. Yeah.
Right.
Can I
So-
train in this, or is it a gift that's just given to you?
It's a
innate.
gift. It's a gift that's given.
Yeah.
Yes, whether you
Could
like
you
it
pass
or not.
on maybe to me?
I could try and teach you.
Okay. All right then.
I think you're doing very well so far.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Release the spears. Oh.
Now, who have we got there?
Who have
Now,
we got? So,
Tammy's best friend?
Yeah.
Faye.
Faye. I
Tammy's
think they could
best.
get on.
I think
Both
so.
sexy ladies.
And very into fitness and keeping fit. And
Yeah. And well, the asparagus doesn't lie, does it?
Absolutely.
Jemima, we're not just making this up on the spot. Well, you're up to date. No need to watch the whole show. We've done it. The series is over. You're all free to go. Oh, actually, but before you do, I should warn you, it is a live show. Anything can happen. This asparagus just told me that. Sometimes incidents occur that can leave you mentally scarred for weeks.
Narinda. Hi, boss. A Johnny Depp interview in half an hour. I'm there. Shit. Morning, mate. Jamie's bit on the side here to interview Johnny Depp. Fucking weird.
Jamie, here's your script.
Thanks, mate. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. Sorry, could you just pinch me?
With pleasure, Jamie.
So it's definitely you?
Yes, it's one of those awkward moments where you have to explain yourself.
Yeah.
I think you got offended as soon as I said wannabe. You were like, ugh, and you called me a thing.
I said this. No, I said this, didn't I?
No, you said you thing.
Jamie.
Yes, what was the question again before I was rudely interrupted by
What did
this?
you make? You know, I cried that night.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm sorry I made you cry, Narinda.
But you know why I'm going to forgive you?
Why?
Because you're new to all of this, like I'm so experienced. And I think we all make mistakes.
Okay.
But will you promise me to treat Big Brother people nicely from now on?
I promise that I will always treat Big Brother people nicely. Okay, should we shake hands and agree to slightly disagree?
Well,
a
okay,
bit less
then.
than before.
You got off lightly, mind you.
Yeah. Thank God for that big man, Johnny Depp. Big fan.
You still look slightly traumatised.
It was the second experience with Narinda I don't think I'll ever forget.
Right, have you sort of made up now, friends again?
Yes, I think both Narinda and I have reached a point where where we're just on a plateau of understanding.
I saw him getting off with her in a car park. Does that mean you got back together again?
No, you didn't. You really didn't. You really
It's
didn't.
all coming out now. Paddy, do you have any advice? Can I give you a hug? I just want to say well done. Well done. any advice, if, you know, or the housemates any advice, if there's any friction, how do you deal with it?
Just be cool, relax.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just chill. Just relax.
I don't know
Just
if that
be
would
yourself.
work for Jamie. Obviously, if you're being yourself, that's fine. Jamie, that might actually cause more friction.
Paddy's now my uncle, so I can just leave it to him to sort out.
Oh, yeah, because you're kind of in the family now, aren't you?
Yeah, Roseanne, I'm summering at the Shea Doherty.
Oh,
next
lovely.
summer.
How do you feel about that, Paddy?
He can dream on. He can dream on.
He can dream on.
He can dream on. No problem.
Oh, wow, it's falling apart
Dream
before
on,
our
dream
eyes. After the break, there's more from double-headed fashion critic Leviathan, Pete and Lauren. Play nice now. Dries your feet with a multicoloured hairdryer just to show it cares. It's time now to go back to last night's red carpet and our version of Trini and Susanna. God help us.
I like his clothes.
Yeah, he looks presentable, but he looks like my bank manager.
Now, you want to be a gay icon.
And he'd love to be a gay icon. Well, let me tell you, with this gay, he's no icon. Oh, good Christ, she's come as a wedding cake. She can't walk in her shoes.
You're shaking a bit, aren't you? You do seem to be slightly nervous.
That's not shaking, that's a cellulite wobbling. Lauren, he thinks he's possibly the guy that all women fancy. What about you?
Not on your Nelly.
Not on my Nelly.
Not on your Nelly.
All right, babe.
It's all been done before.
All been done 1,000 times before and so much better.
What is she wearing?
Who is she wearing?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Bit of bling. Look at this.
The belt rocks.
He looks quite good, actually. I hate to say it.
I love that outfit.
Now, Louise is very pretty. She looks very nice, except for that potty on her head. This is only the first night. We've got weeks to go, and the true colours will be revealed. And the best thing to wait for is always the eviction outfit, which should start running quite soon.
Yeah, and they better be good.
A roll of Lauren's eyes speaks 1,000 words, doesn't it? Exclusive news time now. Earlier today, a man with a phobia of egg white and another from Weston-super-Mare without a gallbladder went into the sauna to have a date with Playboy's Playmate of the Decade. What a nice end to the week. Until Mark turned up.
Am I turning you on at all?
Turn me on?
Yeah.
You're too young for me.
Okay.
Okay, but you are beautiful. Beautiful eyes.
Don't say that, no. I wish you hadn't said that now, because
eyes.
now I'm panicking. Now I don't know what to say. You've turned me into, like, I'll fold my legs.
Oh, awkward. How would you impress Pamela Anderson if she came round for tea? Or maybe you went on a date?
Take her on my yacht, possibly.
Oh, your yacht? Yeah, that would impress me. Yeah, I didn't know about that. What would you guys do?
Get me balls there.
Wow, yeah, I'm sure that would go down really well, yeah. Although that might be Jay's tactic by the sounds of it. Paddy, how did you first woo Roseanne?
How did we Roseanne?
I've always wanted to know the story.
I seen a woman 34 years ago, just over 34 years ago. I swear to God, I wouldn't tell you what it was like. The minute I seen me woman, I knew I was going to marry her.
How did you know? What did you say to her?
When I even spoke really, when I seen her, I'm going to marry that woman, so I love that woman. Never even went with her. My brother was going, it was a double wedding, 2 brothers married 2 sisters. My brother was going with her sister, and we were old-fashioned like travellers. And she couldn't walk every night with him, because Roseanne had to walk behind Martin and his woman, you know what I mean? And she said, I'm not walking no more. So Martin said, I'll get my brother Paddy down to chat to you, and you'll talk to each other.
To keep her company?
To keep her company. But I had to knock them. We call it rub down. I couldn't let her father know that I was walking. What? No.
Rub down!
Rub down?
Rub down!
Rub. I meant rub. I had to rub. Like, you know, like you have to rub.
Oh,
like,
rub.
Yeah, you're turning it dirty, Ashley. There's no rub down.
And then me and her got chatting, and anyway, I just won her, and that's it. And I said,
good man.
They're welling up in the gallery. They are welling up. There's misty eyes all right. Look, this one over here. Oh my goodness, tears everywhere.
Men again.
After Mark's date, things could only get better. And luckily for Pamela and her limited understanding of Geordie, Jay decided that actions spoke much louder than words.
What don't I know about you?
What do you know about this? All sorts, really.
What's that?
All sorts. Like,
All sorts.
I always have a laugh. Now me pals and that Newcastle, and I'm proud to be a Geordian. I've got your little present.
Oh, you do? Wow.
There you go.
Oh,
There's a necklace for you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well, you know, I had to bring you something, didn't I?
Oh, you know what? That might be a belly chain, actually. How sweet. Look at that. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Aww. She was like, that's beautiful.
That's fantastic.
Chuck it behind me. Patrick, what gift would you give to a woman like Pamela? She's got everything.
Yeah, I'd probably give her asparagus. You know,
Yeah.
so she just...
It's more useful than you think.
You know, so she could tell her future and stuff.
But I hope it's not imported, though. I hope that's
No,
British
it's
grown.
proper. It'll be from our friend Asparagus Queen.
Yeah.
She's got the proper stuff.
She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's
Yeah,
doing.
fantastic. I'd probably give
Jamie?
her a padded envelope as well, because you could see she was going to send that off to Cash for Gold.
Yeah. I'm not
she's
sure how much
she's
she'd
going in
get.
there.
He was, and I loved at the beginning, she was just like, what you said, just give me the present. All I heard was present. Jamie, what would you give to her as a present?
Judging by her body language, I think a key to get out. She looks terrified. What could you give Pamela Anderson that she hadn't already had many times before?
Oh, God, you know, I knew you'd find a way. You'd find a way. You've met them all. Who would she be most impressed by?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, woman. Who was I most impressed by? I think I was quite impressed by...
But I don't care what you think, Jamie.
Who
Pamela
impressed her?
Who do you think she'll get on with? Tom, because he's a bit of a crazy guy in a see-through blouse.
I was in the camera run and watched their little...
You've got a bit addicted to going in the camera runs, haven't you?
And I watched their little... there was a bit of frizz on between the two of them. Am I allowed to say fag hag on live TV?
Well, it's been said, hasn't it? It's been said. So Tom was the only one that was invited into the VIP area, the only boy. Why do we think that he was the only boy? Because he does stand out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mainly because he's got his nipples
He's
showing.
got nice shorts. Maybe she wanted to play football with him or something.
He's a boy girl. He's a boy girl.
He's double gated, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's double gated.
Double gated. Yeah.
Double gated. Double gated.
I like
Double
the boy
gated
girl.
means
He's a boy girl.
double gated.
Yeah, he's quite sweet and...
Very good.
It's good. That's good.
He can what, sorry?
Dirty wine.
He can dirty wine, and I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, and so can Gary and all, by the way.
Don't ever grab the mic, even when talking about Gary. Even when talking about Gary. Oh, yeah. Oh, but what do we think of Gary? We've been there, we've done that.
Yeah.
The housemates were competing for another of Pamela's coveted golden swimsuits. Ooh, yes, good. I can, in fact, exclusively reveal that Arden impressed her most and is now immune from nominations next week. What do we think about that?
Wow.
Here he is in his new gold trunks.
Can you stand up for Big Brother and spin around, Arden?
Oh dear.
You Josh myself. All right. There you go.
Ooh, so Arden, Heaven and Gary are now immune. They're immune for good. They can't leave.
That's lucky.
So how do you feel about who's going to probably get nominated, are we thinking, next week?
Well, Arden, he looks like Freya Rossi. Can he not get...
a lot of Rebecca. Why Rebecca?
I think Rebecca, because she's kind of gone in there, she's opinionated, highly opinionated. She's kind of been doing a little bitching behind backs already.
Yeah,
and people are
it is quite early. Do you think the same?
Maisie, because she seems so stuck up. Like, I don't like her.
Oh.
I don't like it.
You don't think the sex appeal will win her through? You don't think the boys will...
Did that get taken off her on the way in?
Oh! What do you guys think?
I definitely have to say Rebecca, because at the end of the day, if you're going to call Pamela Anderson the naughty word she did, whilst eating a banana and you work at a stripper club, that's just not on, man.
It's not on. It's just not on. What do you think, guys? Like, who's going to be not so popular in the house? Because obviously it's different outside.
Full stop,
Yeah.
Rebecca.
I knew from the beginning, as soon as Rebecca was going in, she was the only one that started crying. And you're thinking, why are you crying? It's free accommodation, it's free food. Why were you crying?
That's alone. You should let with tears of joy, surely.
Tears,
I think that Aiden,
Arden.
I think he's hard now.
Just call him Dappy.
Arden, not so
I
popular.
think
Dappy.
him and Heaven are really lucky to get immunity because I thought they would have been primed to be
Primed
nominated.
to be out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now a high percentage of our newbies fall into the totty bracket. But who's floating your boat so far? Let's talk boys and girls. So will there be any, do you think there'll be any pair-ups?
Yeah, I think...
And will that help people? Because are some boys not so popular? Because some of the boys have already got their eyes on girls, haven't they?
I think Tom's going to get off with Anton.
Right.
I don't think the way Anton's playing it in there, no girl's going to get off with him.
Well, Anton actually took him... Faye J.
Oh, these two.
Sort of compare stomach muscles, can't they, and all that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
She's probably harder than Jay.
Yeah, exactly. They're zeitgeist of the age. She's actually masculine, and he's actually primed
Quite
and
effeminate.
feminine.
Yeah, quite groomed,
reversal
isn't he?
gone on there. Do you know what I mean?
I'm quite scared of Faye, though I do like her. I think she's quite scary.
Jay, feminine?
Well, he's got the kind of creamed eyebrows, quite tanned. No? You're not feeling...
It won't happen at all. No way.
You're very adamant about that.
Because she is hot.
She is hot. So who do you think she'd go for?
I don't think she'll go for anyone. I think she's quite on it. She's like the one like, yeah, let's go to the toilet then. As soon as Anton sat down.
She's going to be too busy in the toilet to get it on with anyone. I'm not sure that's a good or a bad thing. Okay. What about the boys? Boys. Who are our favourites? Jamie, you said Arden's not a go.
No, I think my favourite's still Mark.
Now, Jamie, you simulated sex with Mark, which was obviously lovely for us all. From toddlers through to the elderly, we enjoyed it. But what about you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it was great. So I don't want him to leave yet. I think he's perfect in the house. I've got so much more to show him.
No wonder you don't want him to leave because he can come on your house.
You've probably got the best insight then. So you're thinking that he's going to give the most.
Yeah,
to us as
with the
audience.
interview, he was genuinely really funny and really likeable. The rest tended to put on a bit of an act.
Aisling, do you not think it's an act?
What?
His sort of act.
Mark.
The way he's acting.
He thinks he's Joe Pasquale, doesn't he? He's like a little bit like...
bit of a geezer.
He's all right. Like, sometimes he's funny, but sometimes he's too try-hard.
Yeah, especially with Pamela, don't you think? He was really quite awkward with Pamela when he was like, I really like you, man.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you did the run and all that, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm going now. It was funny, but it was a bit like...
So for you, which boy is standing out?
I think all the boys are very weak this year. I think we've got a very alpha female...
Even your friend Anton?
Yeah, no, Anton's cool. Anton's
so tell us
cool.
about
He's
Anton,
my
because tell us some secrets that we might not know about Anton, because you go way back.
Not really, like, he's just...
You're friends though, right? You know.
Yeah, we're pals. Yeah, we're pals. Never.
According to the Daily Star, you're more than friends. Oh, yeah.
Do you play tennis with him?
Oh.
Have you played sport with him?
Is that not true? Is that not true?
Hey, you're pulling my leg, woman, I watch.
Oh, wow.
What a Janie
What have you done
tonight.
with Have you done anything with
Are you
him?
mad? He's not my type.
Whoa!
Wow. There's no need for that. We will not be having that. But you're friends, so how do you think he'll cope in the house?
I think he'll be fine. Like, he's got a little demeanour where he'll try and be like the main lad and whatever and give a lot of swagger, but he's actually not as hard as that.
Because he
He's
take
quite soft.
Arden aside, didn't he? He's sort of giving him advice,
Yeah, but
like
it's all
about
talk,
women.
babe. He's
It's all
quite a
talk.
softie,
He's
yeah.
a gangster that went to public school. There's a lot of them. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm scared of him. He'll be chasing you with like scones and throwing jam at you. But like, oh no, please,
And
please.
hummus and crudités.
Yeah.
Ah,
No more falafel. I can't take any more.
Paddy, what did you think of our Geordie lad, Jay?
Oh, hey.
Covered in tats, a bit like you, muscles like you?
Oh yeah, but Paddy doesn't do his eyebrows
Well,
like
I think
him.
it would
This is
do.
true. He's a real man. He's a real
Honestly,
man.
do you know if that man was a bar of chocolate, he'd eat all himself. We're not listening.
How's he going to get on? Will he last?
Not in 100 years. I'll tell you what, by next week you'll have a fight.
Do you think how would you get on in there with them? In that house, how would you get on?
Not in 100 years.
900 years.
It's too disrespectful, isn't he?
No, but do you think there's anybody that you'd get on with, Paddy? Is there anyone that you think you'd really like?
Yeah. The woman that killed me now over saying that. You know what I mean? I'm only Black Arden or something. Where's the camera? I'm only Black Arden.
Pamela picked Heaven first to get a cheeky gold.
Heaven.
You like Heaven?
She's playing a dangerous role though, because she's like motherising herself. She keeps saying, "Come to mummy,
yeah.
come to mummy." Like, that's a dangerous game to play in Big Brother.
You guys think that's fake? What?
She's trying too hard. I think she's really trying too hard to impress everybody and be that sort of mother figure.
Was that not the task, though? Because she was trying to impress Pamela. That is what they were asked to do. They were supposed to impress. They were supposed to stand out. Oh my God. I can't do it fast enough.
Yeah, she got a task, but she's a bit too extra. She's putting in a lot of work just to be... I don't think she's actually being her real self. She's just being fake.
Alice, I have to say that Heaven, different from Paddy here, who, when I remember Brian said Paddy made his community proud. Heaven isn't making the African community proud. We do not dress like
deep. That's deep. You can't say that. That's not fair.
Firstly, we don't dress like that. We were scared that it was going to be a wardrobe malfunction.
But surely she can dress however she wants. Surely it's just her own look. It's her own identity. She's had quite a few looks, hasn't she? Because she's quite
a nice
sexy
woman. At the end of the day, she's a good woman with a good heart. She's just trying too hard.
I think the thing is, when you first go in, everyone sort of tries too hard because you're trying to establish yourself. It's
but
quite difficult.
you should never establish yourself as the mother of the house. Never.
I wouldn't worry too much about the dress sense or anything, because she spoke to me for about half an hour about Erykah Badu healing wombs, and I'm still none the wiser about that.
Is that wombs or wombs?
And you look like you got your dress from the same place.
Moving swiftly on from wombs, can you predict a romantic tryst? Who do you think will get it on?
Anton's going to try and get it on with anyone.
Yeah, oh my God.
Seems... I think Jay might do the same. I think
Anton and Rebecca.
Jay might get off with a mirror, and then Anton.
Finally, Paddy, out of the 14, how many of them are sausages?
Every one of them.
Every one of them? Wow. Need we ask any more? Coming up after the break, we have the very latest from the house, and we'll be heading to Digital Sweaty Box so they can show off their new app. Ooh, technology. And the pressure is on Henry to come up with a new impression. I just don't think he can do it. See you soon. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. Borehamwood's newest residents have been in for over 24 hours, and miraculously, Tom's penis remains fully trousered. But here's what's been happening today. It's only been a day, and I can't believe they're already talking about inappropriate horseplay. This is what happens when Mr. Jamie East is allowed to interview the housemates. I have no words.
Did you get asked in your interview question, would you punch a horse's nose? Yes. What did you say?
I said I would punch it square in the face if it tried to, like...
Yeah, if it
have
hurt
sex
me.
with me.
Oh, sorry?
I said if it tried to have sex with me, I'd punch it square in the
I
face.
was just like... How would a horse try to have sex with you?
Because they've got like massive schlongs, and if you got aroused by me sexually caressing it,
Oh
you
my
went, what's
God.
his sexually caressed horse? I went, no, but obviously my caress is quite sexual.
Speaking of animal abuse, Mark tries to convince Harry that fox hunting is so passé.
You know you hunt, right?
Yeah.
And you know I love animals. It's
Yeah.
like two mirror opposites of the
Well,
animal
opposites
kingdom.
attract.
Okay. Is there any way, by the end of this, I'll be able to convert you into non-hunting?
Is there any way I can convert you to be hunting?
No.
Right, okay. No, I wouldn't. So.
Okay.
When Big Brother chose Tashi to be a housemate, they knew they'd finally picked a beauty with brains. Why don't you go for, like, president of the UK?
I don't even know how president I don't think there is a president of the UK. Isn't there a prime minister? Isn't it?
It's Prime Minister
That's not geography. What?
In England, yeah?
A prime minister, right?
Prime Minister, yeah.
Our prime minister... No, have you not seen
George
the prime
Ramsay.
minister? No, it's not anymore, is it?
Who?
Oh, yes, we did.
Prime Minister's David Cameron.
Sorry, George Brown. So who's George Ramsay? Who is George Ramsay? And finally, Jay impressed his new housemates with a freestyle rap that would probably send Eminem into an early retirement.
I'm playing what I'm seeing. This is the Jay McCrea show, just to entertain them. Darling, I'm just telling you the script. It's all on disco and this is this.
Hey!
I tell you what it is a fit as and check 1, 2, pump it up. You gotta feel the bass. Check out me pool.
The normal series brings new challenges for both the production team and the security teams. Ashleen's been through the process already, but we've booked her in for a refresher.
Hello, Ashley. How you doing? You all right?
Yes, I just wanted to make everybody mindful of the different security aspects with regard to the new normal housemates and such like. Is that all right with you, love? Are you across all this stuff?
Yeah, but you can refresh me, that's
right,
fine.
yes. Now, I also just wanted to make sure that the whole campus is in lockdown if anything untoward should happen, so that's a check. Now, I've also heard there's a rumour there may be a non-celebrity going in. Is that true? I don't know who specifically that is. Julie, can you tell me who it is? Who is it? Who's in there now?
Who's the
a
non-celebrity?
non-celebrity in there? Oh, sorry, there is a celebrity in there. It's a different person in there.
Pamela Anderson.
Oh, sorry, I was always confused.
How can you forget
Pamela
her?
what?
Anderson.
No! Not Pamela. Oh, she's got the
is
most
wrong with
beautiful boobs I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God! Oh no! I'm sorry. I can only apologise. Oh no! Oh! I can. Oh! Oh no! It's got. Oh.
I am here in the sweatbox that is digital It's the cool box. It is actually quite cool now. With bit on the sides version of Pinky and the Brain. Oh yes, we've got Ian, we've got Henry. First of all, Henry, I'm surprised to see you. I thought when Jedward left, you would be out of here.
Well, with a fresh bunch of housemates comes the possibility of a whole new world of impressions.
The possibility, but have you actually been working on anything?
It's in an embryonic
is this
stage.
one?
Yes, this is the one. It's in an embryonic stage, but at the moment I think a rich scene will be G, who comes out with good stuff like last night he said, I've got a mate, right, who's got a cock so big, looks like it's living off him.
Wow, that's pretty dark. Is that all you've got for me? Have you got any girls?
Perry. No,
let's leave it there. Let's definitely leave it there. Over to you, Mr. Ian. What is going down on the Tinterweb waves?
Well, I've received a very exciting graph.
Oh yes. How
From
technical this is.
That's come from Christian, the bit on the side, statistician
And graph maker extraordinaire.
and graph
clearly.
maker. It tells us who's been talked about the most across Twitter, Facebook, various forums and news sites online.
It's not looking like Tashi, is it?
No, Tash is the least popular, along with Aidan and Maisie, and as you can see, Mark is way in front, along with Tom and Jay coming up behind.
Right, indeed,
Yeah.
quite. So what else is going? What's the talk? What are people sort of saying? Is there anything that people are commenting on at the moment? I can see someone having a shower right
Someone's
here.
having a shower. We did a poll earlier. Did you
Yeah.
hear about the poll?
We-related poll.
A we-related poll.
Based on the we conversations.
Sure.
And
Highbrow as ever with the boys in the sweatbox.
with 27.17491304% of the vote.
I want you to look at this bit of
That's
paper.
my cue card. People say that, and you've given it away, it's Rebecca people want to piss on.
Oh, right. Well,
But
that's
if you
said it
are
all.
gonna-
Well, that's us done for another night. Join us tomorrow for a bumper game show featuring Josie Gibson, Jamie East, Kerry Katona and Darren Lyons. But to ease you into sleep, here's Jamie with a bedtime story.
Surviving Guns, Gangs and Glamour by Ashleen Horgan Wallace. We found a little sofa on the edge of a walkway near the toilets where we sat and watched the goings on. It was fabulous fun. I don't think I've ever seen so much flesh on display before. Baggy, saggy flesh, that is. Why do people leave it so late before they decide they want to go to these kinds of places? No wonder Pete and Cherry were so popular. The outfits kept getting better. There was leather, latex, rubber, plastic, all sorts of chains and piercings. 2 women dressed as nuns with habits that gaped open just where you really don't want them to. A lot of fishnets on the men, uniforms on everyone, privates on parade. On the other side of the corridor, where there were lots of dark corners, there was also a lot of sex getting started. You've not been round to the dungeon yet, Pete said suddenly. He had that huge smile on his face. I love living with him in Big Brother. Oh my God. There are loads of reasons why I can't describe what we saw down on that level. One of them is that I'm really still trying to process it. But here are just a few phrases to mix it up if you want to paint a picture. Old man on his back, totally naked, woman in stilettos, balls standing on his. We all headed back upstairs fast. The little sofa was still free, so we set up the court again and sat back to watch the show. Quite a lot of people came over and talked to us. Within minutes, I was being chatted up by an old guy holding a roll of electrical wire. That was pretty much when I decided it was time to go. Good night.